Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, it's No Cap Chronicles, episode 3. And hey, guys. Yes. Round of applause. We made it to 3. And we have an incredible guest. But first, I just wanted to apologize. I know I said every Sunday. Man, life can hit you in the balls sometimes. So, yeah. And having 2 kids and I don't need to explain shiz to you guys, but anyway, we have a crazy guest coming in today, and we're going to be talking about some tinfoil subjects, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I'm just going to surprise y'all. You'll see this guest. He's coming in. He's the homie. It's a guy, you know. Let's go, baby! See you soon. We are here. Look who I have. No Cap Chronicles, episode number 3. Woo! And look who I got here. Sergio Chavez.
The original.
OG, baby. He's here with me. And the funniest thing just happened, right, Sergio? The funny. We just had, what do you say about a 45-minute long conversation, a sweet conversation. Got up, was like, yes, success. Didn't record. I don't know if that's
It did record.
Boomer thing.
It did.
It did.
I blame the feds.
Or was it? I really think it was the feds, because like it did go 3, 2, 1, boom. Okay, we're recording.
I saw it.
And then like right now, are we still recording? It has a time on it, right? Yeah. Okay. And then it just disappeared because we talked about some crazy stuff. So I think we might need to tone it down a little bit. Maybe use some keywords.
I know. I think I know which keyword I'd use to set it off.
Yeah, let's try to refrain from.
So
that.
when I said again,
I honestly think it was the last subject that you brought when I told you to bring up a subject, and you said the SSA or whatever the heck,
the comment,
the secret.
The SSP.
Yes,
yeah, that could have been one.
Yeah,
or the other one.
So maybe we'll refrain from using that. That had to be it. Anyway, sorry, feds. We'll try this again.
You don't think it was Immaculate Constellation?
Yeah, it was immaculate.
Might have been.
Yeah, We'll get into that. We'll probably get into it a little at the end again, let's hope it still records. But okay, anyway, Sergio, man, how are you, brother?
But I'm good. Thank you.
Thank you for coming
on.
Thank you. Where do I know you from? Tell him.
Well, we used to sell cars at Big Red.
Big Red doesn't exist anymore.
It's not there anymore.
No, for a good reason. For good reason.
Don't look it up. Look it up.
No, don't
look it up.
Don't do it. But yeah, so we go way back. In the car business. How long you been in it?
The car business?
Yeah.
Man, I've been doing it since I was 18.
Dude, I started since
40. I'm 48 now.
20 years?
30
years?
Yeah. It's been
30 years?
Listen, Dad, the car business puts meat on the table. Like, what else could I ask for?
Dude, well, I did start when I was 19, too. It's been 12 years.
It's been quite the journey.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
It's quite fun.
Dude, I love it.
It's no other game in town.
And I love to hate it, too.
I love to hate it, too.
You know what I mean? I just love
It's the
to
mafia
hate it.
game. It's the mafia game.
Man,
once you're in,
you smelt the blood.
You can't get out.
Anyways.
I don't know what that was. I mean, I do, but I don't know how. I don't know what's allowed on this podcast.
Man, it all goes on here. All goes on here. Okay, so really, we'll just jump right back into it, because if you remember on the intro, guys, I was talking about tinfoil subjects. We're gonna talk a lot of tinfoil subjects. We forgot the tinfoil, but I have a little secret for you guys. I think we're gonna come out with a hat called the No Cap, and it's gonna be tinfoil-esque.
Ooh.
You know, and call it the no cap. You know what I mean? Because it's not really cap, but it's a
Keep
tinfoil.
the CIA out of there.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's
but
okay
anyway,
if the CIA looks in my head.
so Candace, if you're listening to this, please make us some no caps.
The only thing that's in my
no
head
knit
is
caps.
pictures of cats. Cat pictures.
Yeah,
So
that's it. That's it.
Look.
Okay, so okay, so what I want to talk about today, because I know he told me, yeah, check out the merch right there. How dope is that?
That's the Christmas edition.
The alien in the background gets me, but we need to add the Mothman. That's what we need.
The Mothman, dude. What?
Put the cryptid in there.
AI some Mothman in there, dude.
That one.
Question everything. Yes.
Yeah, no.
Is that plutonium or uranium this guy's got in his chest?
Something, man. Something.
I like it.
Dude. So that's that's my merch guy. We're gonna get some stuff coming soon.
We're gonna get some merch, bro.
Dude, it's gonna be badass. Anyways, yeah, okay. So here's the ultimate question that I wanted to just start this podcast off with, because you seem to be well versed in things like this. Like the new three-letter acronym UAP.
UAPs.
Used to be UFOs, but now it's it's
UAPs.
fancy UAPs. What is it? Unidentified.
Unknown aerial phenomenon.
Yeah.
Aerial phenomenon.
Aerial phenomenon. Yeah, so could be anything. So
be.
UAPs, and on that, do you think we're actually you can't think we're alone. You know what I mean?
Well, the government's
right?
already gone on the record and told us we are not alone. It's on the record.
And I still feel like people,
Just,
you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, because how could we be alone? You know what I mean? There's no way.
Well, the
I
crazy
think
part,
odds are,
the crazy part is they're not alien in the sense of, from extraterrestrial. Most of them, or nearly all of them, are from here. They live in the oceans. They're from here. So this month alone, I don't know how they knew. There's some sort of new ocean detecting thing that they have turned on last couple months ago for sonar for the subs. And it's detected, I think they said, up to 6,000 unknown targets in 90 days. So
yeah, isn't the ocean, they say 90% of it is undiscovered?
yeah, we can't get down there. We can get to the moon, but we can't get to the bottom of the ocean.
That doesn't make sense. Well,
It's
we didn't get to
of
the moon.
pressure.
We didn't go to the moon.
We did go to the
No,
moon.
because it was like a space race. They had to fake it.
And we won.
Yeah, we faked one. And cool, yeah.
I believe that we go to the moon and have, secret missions all the time.
Yeah, I just think the actual moon landing that we all think of was fake. And maybe, there is hidden technology, and we've already been there. We
I
just
don't
need
think
it.
it was.
Yeah.
So I think we went. We have to have gone because we have moon rocks.
Well, yeah, now you say these extraterrestrials. This is where what I didn't talk to on
The terms are ultra-terrestrial.
So extraterrestrial to me means, what's terrestrial? That's land.
So there's two
they're
flavors.
on the extra land.
Well, there's two flavors. One is ultra-terrestrial. They're from here, but they're not human. Non-human entity here with us. They live here, been here, always been here before us. And extraterrestrial, the ones that come from somewhere else, not Earth. They come and visit, do what they do, and then leave. And then, the really crazy one to wrap your mind around it is the multidimensional one. These are the ones probably at the Skinwalker Ranch, the ones that are, can interact with you in your dreams and, do crazy stuff. These are
So I think
multidimensional.
So I think when they say extraterrestrial and outer space, it just means from the outer outer land.
Yes.
I think the
not
land
from here.
beyond the land beyond the ice wall.
No.
The extraterrestrial.
No
That's
ice wall.
No ice.
wall.
You don't. No ice wall. No, there's an ice wall.
I believe that there is walls of ice down there, but not a ice wall.
No, it's keeping us contained. We're in a container.
I think.
Right?
You don't think that I do believe that we are being contained, but not the way you're describing.
You don't think so?
No,
But-
I feel that this is probably like a prison planet or something.
Yeah. No, for sure. But you can't think we're a ball spinning 660.
You mean like the way Newton describes it, the ball spinning around the sun.
Yeah, that's
spinning around an arm of a galaxy, spinning around in space. Everything spins.
But like, how are we a perfect ball?
We're not. It's not perfect.
I mean, I know, but like,
why is it a sphere?
Why do we see the same constellations? Why have we seen those since Egyptian times?
We don't live long enough to see them.
That's what they tell you, though. I just,
it's conversation.
You can talk your way out of all these things with math and big numbers. I mean, it's okay. They can explain the way their science. Like with the theory of gravity. It's just a theory. It's just a theory
of gravity.
Yeah, it's just a theory.
No, gravity. Gravity is a thing that can't be described.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
we don't have the math,
and it's a theory.
I mean, if you fall off the building on the 100th floor,
it has something to do with buoyancy and something else. Yeah.
Buoyancy in air is not gravity. That's buoyancy. Buoyancy is buoyancy.
Gravity. It just can't be. Why can't we prove gravity? But we
can prove gravity.
No, you can't.
Sure, you can.
There's no control.
I can throw something off the
building
that doesn't tell you exactly how long it'll take for it to land.
That doesn't prove anything. You can't make a control. Can't make a control variable. So in a scientific method, there's nothing. Yeah, it's a theory for a reason. It's still a theory. It's the theory of gravity. Yeah,
gravity's real.
I mean,
dark gravity maybe, dark energy maybe.
But really, you don't think there's an ice wall? So you really
no ice wall.
Okay.
I do believe there's some gnarly shit going on in Antarctica, without a doubt.
Yeah, because why? Yeah, we were talking about on the last podcast, like, why is that? Why is everyone just agreed upon like in 1958?
The Nazis went in there first during World War II.
Well, you heard the thing about Admiral Byrd, right?
Yeah.
So we were kind of going along with that. So like, yeah, you know about his personal diaries and stuff like that.
Yeah, he ran into the Nazis flying UFOs.
Is that what he ran into?
Mm-hmm.
So you think the Nazis had control of the hidden technology before we did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, it's only logical. NASA was started by
Werner
Nazis.
von Braun.
All of them were Nazis.
Yeah, no, but why is on his? Do you know what's on his tombstone? It's describing the firmament. Like
it is. I don't remember what it was, but it does describe the firmament.
Yeah. So,
but he was a devout. I thought it was a Catholic. I may be wrong, but
Catholics believe the Earth is round, though.
Well, most people do, not just Catholics,
but no, there are religions that think it's flat.
I'm not aware of any religions that thinks that the Earth.
Well, I know there's church. I've literally had customers that told me their church preaches that the Earth is flat. I don't know. I don't remember which.
So you're telling me in the state of Oklahoma there's a church preaching to their parishioners that the Earth is flat?
100%. Yes, they told me. Yes.
And this is why we're 15th in education.
No. The reason why we're 50th in education because we're meant to be dumbed down.
No.
Yeah.
In the age of information, ignorance is a choice.
Yeah, I guess, but I think Oklahoma is more easily manipulated than any other state, especially when you're indoctrinating your children in the public schooling system at such a young age. It's just easy for them to fall in the norm in Oklahoma. I feel like there's more NPCs here than there are in a lot of other states. There's just people now, if they don't get food stamps tomorrow or whatever the first.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting to watch.
That's like our whole, like I've been Ubering, dude. I've been in between jobs. I finally got a job. Thanks, Lance. But no, I got it. Yeah. Anyways, I finally got a job. But in between then, I was Ubering. I've been Ubering for a week. I'm so sick of it. I'm so glad I'm done.
I Uber.
But yeah, no, I made some good money, and I don't feel bad about it. It's just it's just
I made more money. Their story today,
dude.
I was just like, I couldn't imagine being in that.
I was stuck, dude. I was stuck at one.
Don't go too deep.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Anyways,
they used to tip me with weed, bro. It was great. I'd make money. Wouldn't even have to buy weed because my customers would tip me with nuggets.
Yeah, no,
It was great.
no, I've had a couple offer. They're like, "Hey, you want a match?" And I was like, "Nah, guys, I gotta keep
Can't
on
stink the
Ubering.
wagon up.
Can't stink the wagon, brother."
Gotta go home.
No, because literally they're
Yeah,
so
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
no, and they're so like it's about the reviews on that thing. But no,
I had good reviews just like this.
so where were we? Yeah, so I was
The aliens, Antarctica. So long story short, so basically Antarctica is, it's like, it's not obviously a lost continent, but they clearly had something happened in the past that freeze dried everything down there all at once at the same time, and they found everything from previous civilizations that aren't in the history books to alien bases and obviously crashed UFOs because they do crash all the time. So they find stuff all the time, so they want to keep the tourists out of there. That doesn't even cover the monsters that are there that are not only genetically made by us and the ones that either are indigenous of the continent or were let loose when the UAPs crashed. There's no, I don't know. I couldn't tell you, but there's some serious monsters down there. I know that. I'm not going.
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean, I just think there is a lot of weird stuff there because what they claim is they're preserving the environment.
Weird.
They're like saving the penguins. You know what I mean? Okay, so we all agreed, every single country, 1958, all agreed that we're no fly zone.
Why are they there?
Yeah, every single country has a base there.
Everybody's there. What's going on? And then one year, everybody went like in an emergency trip or some shit. I don't know. The president of Russia, the Pope, John Kerry, in the middle of the U.S. elections. Even Neil Armstrong went over there.
Yeah, I did.
So they clearly dug something up and wanted all the VIPs to look at it. Because even people from outside the U.S. went over there the president of France went over there to go look at it, whatever it was. So yeah, I mean, they're not going to tell us, what they. I don't know why they won't tell us, but why, I don't get it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things they don't tell us, right? You would agree, like.
Oh, absolutely.
So, and why aren't we able to? Why have they told us like, "Yay, we found everything. This is it. This is it. There's nothing else.
Look, so
nothing else is discoverable."
The honest truth, a lot of it is money. Okay, so these UAPs operate, and with their power supply that apparently sucks juice out of the ether, right? So if you could do that, you don't need oil.
Yeah.
You can need oil for it. No, it's not that kind of energy system. They're not stopping on the way to get gas and fill up on the way. None of that exists in that system. So once humans like, oh shit, it's real. The next batch of questions, which is the more dangerous one, was how do they do it? Then someone's gonna figure it out, and then there goes the oil industry because you don't need oil to do it.
Right, and that would, yeah.
That devastate, us as the U.S. We are an oil-based economy.
No, for sure.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah. I mean, we sell them. We sell them, buddy. You know what I mean?
Right. But it would birth a new world. It would literally birth a Star Trek type world. So, whereas we're limited being here, we could literally go wherever we want. And, we wouldn't have a lot of the problems that we would have wouldn't be problems anymore. But we would, it's.
Well, I think energy is free. It's free and easily accessible.
Yeah.
I think it's like super accessible, but they make it out to as it's not. Like Nikola Tesla was on to a lot of things.
Well, again, someone else's bill is someone else's income. So as long as they don't, let it. Thorium reactors. I don't know. I'm going to go on a tangent here, but there's reactors called thorium reactors that we could use that we don't use. That'll cut down the bill a lot.
Yeah, they'll be like, why would this make sense for our society?
Listen, they last for 25 years. There's no maintenance. You can plug them in a neighborhood. It's just right into the grid, and they just work, and you don't do nothing to it for 25 years, and it produces electricity. Like, why? Why isn't that a thing? But they don't use them. Like, I don't get it. Like, that should be a thing, but
yeah,
it's
not. Like, why are all these people that are coming out with water-powered cars dying? You know what I mean?
Again, because it's
It's too convenient.
It's money.
It's kind of like Toyota, how they're getting worse and worse.
This whole the thing we weren't supposed to talk about.
Oh yeah.
That whole thing's part of it.
Yeah.
You know, you can't have one can't exist with the other because it would show that you don't need the other to be able to exist. And then if that thing got out, if that information got out, that we've had that for the last, I don't know, going on 25 years, people would lose their shit because they're like, what do you mean we had this the whole time? And we're, what, you know? So they've been keeping us down here the whole time. These guys, you know, it's a whole thing. Of course they're not going to tell us, you know. So, yeah, it's only logical.
Yeah, no, and I've been told, you know, my whole life, or not really told, and I've kind of accepted the fact and told myself I'm anti-authority. But
I'm very anti.
Okay, but listen to this. It's not anti-authority. We just love free will too much.
I mean,
right?
Yeah.
I heard that actually from a rider I picked up in Uber. He's like, man, yeah, you're right. I just love free will too much. I'm like, damn, it clicked in my head. I'm like, yeah.
I like my free will.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. We're not anti-authority. No, we just like free will and we're all entitled to free will. Sense. Yeah, and they're just like trying to, you know, slowly take our rights away without us knowing. You know,
I remember the Paycheck Act, bud. When 9/11 broke out, they passed a law called the Paycheck Act. Well, of course, there's nothing patriot.
It's opposite. It's opposite of
patriot about the
Patriot. Taking your rights away. That's all.
Basically, took our rights away, and then they just, you know, and in every situation, it just something else, you know.
Well, that's
and then really in the United States, you really just you know who the enemy is when you can't speak their name, and we all know who that is.
Yeah.
So we all know now.
No, that is crazy. But okay, let's go back to what we're tinfoil subjects, guys. we don't. Hey, is it still recording? It's still recording.
We're still, okay.
Yeah, we're still there.
I was gonna double check.
Yeah, man, I'm serious. The feds were listening, and I think Seth brought them here. But anyway, okay. So now let's talk about this UAP sightings that have been coming out, like, you know, from David Fravor. I'm sure you've heard the story of you know, the coming declassified about the Tic Tac and the Go Fast. I mean, you heard about those, right?
Of course. So that's really just the tip of the iceberg. If the general public that watches this, if you want to look into a real good one, if you can Google, what was that one? It was they're using it on me because now I forgot the name of it. What was it? Constellation. See, they did it too. Excuse me.
Immaculate Constellation.
Now, there's pictures associated with a whistleblower. They're about Immaculate Constellation, and those are really gnarly. That's really gnarly stuff. So that's the real stuff. The stuff that pilots seen. These are reports that are 20 years old. That doesn't, you know, that's old stuff. And the honest truth, a Tic Tac has actually been dug up in an archaeological dig. So the Tic Tac itself, the design, seems to be really old. And on top of that, the ones that they're actually talking about, Fravor was talking about, appears to be a reverse engineered piece of U.S. technology from, I believe, Lockheed Martin.
So you're saying we've had this technology for a while?
Oh yes, yeah.
So they're not really UAPs anymore.
Some of them are.
I mean, but mostly us. Just
a lot of them are ours. Yes. Yes, we have the Aurora TR3B, which is like a triangle-looking thing.
Oh yeah, because I heard so they call them, like, they would give us gifts. So
yeah. The gifts are crash sites.
Yeah,
and the biological entities themselves. Yeah. So what, you
for
know,
us to reverse engineer.
Yeah. So, well, it's exactly what, you know. It would only make sense that, you know, they're landing them or they get crashed, you know, whatever. And it only makes sense that we're going to reverse engineer it.
Yeah, they're like, hey, if you guys stop, like, threatening this nuclear stuff, we'll give you some technology, okay? Like, they made some kind of deal with the intergalactic federation, or something.
Well, that deal is actually very true. What it was President Eisenhower had a meeting with, I guess, representatives of, I don't know who, but aliens. Don't ask me which ones, but the
Couple grays, couple blues.
Well, actually, it was two representatives. So basically, what's happened? The first ones came down and offered the president a deal. It's like, hey, we'll give you free energy. We'll help you do this. We'll help you do that. But no nukes. You gotta let go of the nukes. And it was Cold War time, and the president's like, no, Russians got nukes. No deal. A couple months later, the Greys show up. And they gave the president another deal. They said, like, well, here's what we'll do.
All allegedly. Guys.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yes, allegedly.
Yeah.
So basically, what they do is they tell the president, we'll give you technology, and in return, we get to abduct some of your citizens. It won't be a lot. Won't be a many, and we'll give you a list of who we take. And president being, well, there's probably not a whole lot we could do from them taking them any fucking way. We might as well take the deal. And what we ended up getting was bottom shelf bullshit technology from the Greys and a laundry list of people they were taking on a regular basis, not just a short list. Which that was the
Seth, I think you're on that list.
That was the abduction phase from
He just
late
did this.
60s. Yeah, that was the abduction phase from late 60s all the way into the early 90s. So yeah, that lasted for a while.
That's some wild stuff. Okay.
Well, it's still going on.
That's still going on.
Oh yeah.
So there's still the contract. You think is still going on?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't stopped.
So I just kind of hypothetically threw that out. They made this deal to give us technology, but that actually
that's a real thing. Yeah, people don't know that they can't. The reason they came down is because we used nuclear weapons
allegedly.
No, we did.
Yeah.
In Japan.
Oh, we did in Japan.
Yeah, in Japan. Yeah.
Really?
We dropped one in Japan. Yeah. And then we went on a spate of testing nuclear weapons.
Oh yeah. Hiroshima.
Yeah, Hiroshima.
Okay.
And then Nagasaki,
I got you.
Right?
Yeah.
And then afterward, they were testing them all the time, and then they tested them in space, and that's what drew their attention. So, for whatever reason, nuclear weapons, catches their attention by a lot.
And I think maybe these guys put the firmament on us because they knew we were crazy. Hey, we need to contain them. They're being crazy.
So that is also very, very possible. Because something does happen to Earth every 12,000 years. So
yeah,
we really are on the clock.
Yeah.
So
no, they're
we got to figure it out. We got 12,000 years to figure it out and start all over.
So it's coming. No, okay. I wanted to say something about it. I actually have had a personal experience, actually multiple, but I've actually had a personal experience with UFOs, UAPs, and I caught it on camera. So I'll put the link below, but on my TikTok, you can kind of see it but it was bad quality. It's back in 2015. I was leaving a home game from OU. I was I was super young, 21 years old, drunk. I was drunk as shit, and we're walking back. I'm like, what is that in the sky? And I get my phone out. My phone accidentally takes the picture because I'm so drunk, I accidentally take a picture instead of doing a video, but it caught the 5-second live feed or whatever. It's right before and right after you take the photo. We had that technology back then, but so then when he held it, there's this triangular shape, I saw with my naked eyes. That's why we were freaked out, and I got my phone instantly. And then I shot the video, and in the video you can see it in the corner bouncing around, but it looks like in the video it looks like just a reflection.
Did it have a red center dot?
It's literally there's these three, and then there was one out here, and they're moving together fluidly.
Oh, it had a little one next to it. Yeah, that one's probably not anything. Most of the ones that have companions, as I call them, you'll have a main craft and then one that comes off of it. Those usually are not U.S. tech.
So yeah, so and the way it was moving was so fluidly, like it was like literally like a reflection, like a plane or nothing moves like that.
Yeah, they do move.
And you could hear the audio in me. I'm like, oh my god, and like, dude, it was insane. And I mean, we went to the bar after that, like we were just in
It's crazy.
shock,
Yeah, I've seen them,
dude. So ever since then, I mean, I even believed in him before that. You know, I want to believe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I think crazy. I think outside the box. I take everything as a red flag. You know, if everybody is focusing on one thing, that's a red flag for some reason. You know, if they're pushing something to everybody, that's always
a red flag right there.
Yeah. That's
why?
And I've had that since a young age. I've always no. I've always thought the opposite. I don't know why. It's just like I've always questioned everything. So yeah, I'm a crazy human being. Went through some crazy things, and maybe they put something in me when I had my brain surgery. You know, they placed something in there.
Well, they do. They listen, but they do pick people up. And the last thing they see is it leaving, and they don't ever remember or think twice of it. So statistics indicate that it's about 1% of the American population that get picked up on a regular basis. That's not a small number.
No, I mean 1% of 44 billion or whatever.
It's 365 million. So what would be like
36,000,
3.6 million ish people.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh shit. Yeah. What am I saying? 36,000. That's like 0.1%.
Yeah. So it's a lot of people that get interacted with.
Okay, you were saying they're here already.
Yeah, they're here.
So they have secret bases, or something like do they have bases in the ocean?
It depends which category we're talking about. The ultra terrestrials are the ones that live here with us. They've been here before us.
So I heard about these transmedium crafts, like they can go through water and
yes, transmedium, yes,
yeah, and the air nothing changes.
Right. So those are the ones that probably live here before us. How they got in the ocean, I don't know. Are they from somewhere else originally? A long time ago, probably. But they've been here before us. So they've been here hundreds of thousands of years, maybe millions. I don't know, but definitely before us. And then, so those dudes are probably the ones that release the spheres. So everyone sees spheres flying around. Those are the guys probably dropping spheres. And I think I mentioned on the last one that there's currently in Denmark a UAP swarm happening at airports and military bases all over Europe. During the summer last year and this year, actually this year, there was UAP swarms all over the East Coast, all over New Jersey, New York. I personally seen some crazy videos, and these UAPs are basically masquerading as drones. So, you can't tell the difference.
Yeah, no, because that was that national story going around. Like, there's drones over this airport. Are they coming from China?
And then everything stops, right? Like, it's not going on, but it's still going on. It hasn't stopped. So the drone thing is a real thing, and what it is these UAPs that come out of the ocean. They can blink those UAP lights, the green and red ones, just like normal planes, in the same pattern as normal planes.
I see them all
and they
the time.
masquerade as commercial flights all the time. They mimic commercial traffic.
That's what I've literally had that. I came up with that my theory in my head, because I'm like, why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't they? Yeah, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they mix up in a commercial?
And
traffic?
I literally see so much crap just blinking at I'm just like, oh, it's another plane. But how many planes can there be in this area?
Well, so that happens a lot in the East Coast and the West Coast, specifically around military installations. But yeah, they're all over the place right now. So, they're here and they literally walk among us. And
so yeah, that kind of brings me to my next point, because what's going on, what's really trending right now is the 3-eye atlas.
Yes, my favorite one. Listen, this is crazy.
Dude.
Listen, it's like this. Dude. Be grateful that you are born in a time when you can see a sublimate metal at a distance from the sun that doesn't even make sense. So for those of you that don't know what that means, basically these things can melt metal and ice and CO2, whatever, when you get an X distance from the sun. Well, this thing was sublimating pure nickel, not nickel iron, because nickel iron.
3A Atlas, if you don't know, is they say it's a comet coming.
But it's not.
No.
It's something else. The comet's the only thing they call it. So it's melting metal too far from the sun for it to melt. It's still cold over by Jupiter. Shouldn't be releasing anything. So that screams propulsion system. And then what's the other thing? It was green. It's glowing green, but doesn't have the chemicals to glow green. What's that all about?
Yeah, and it's like it's losing mass and it's facing the sun or whatever.
Oh no, the anti-tail I think is what you're referring to. The anti-tail. So the tail is facing the sun, not against, not with the current or the solar winds, and that screams, braking or thrust
and controlled.
The other thing, and the other thing too about it that's really weird is how bright it is. And that doesn't make any sense because it's brighter than what it should be, which means it's emanating light, which means it's to emanate light, it has to be generating energy, but the energy needed to emanate the amount of light being measured that's a lot. So, that's that. And then when it flew by Mars, it didn't really deviate, didn't really do anything, which is weird in itself because something that big should have, there should have been a pull or a tug, and nothing was measured. So now, so it's spitting out metal. It's green, but it can't be, it shouldn't be. It's not as heavy as we thought it'd be, or the scientists thought it'd be. It's brighter than what it's supposed to be, or what's mathematically allowed to be, which, assuming it's a natural object. And when it sublimates, which means when it's, spitting out carbon dioxide or whatever it decides to supplement it that day, when it sublimate, normally what happens is these comets will change course a little bit, left, right, up, or down because of the sublimation. This one hasn't. So it's sublimating and it's keeping course steady, which doesn't make any sense. So I get, and we're supposed to be able to see it Thursday or Friday.
We're supposed to see it? We can see it with the naked eye?
No, we'll be able to see it
better?
Better, because it's behind the sun right now as we speak. So if it's not where it's supposed to be, it's going to scream artificial. And so the next batch of questions is, where's it going?
Oh my gosh. And
this is Friday, bro. Today's Wednesday, I think. I don't even know what day it is. It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. It's
Halloween,
Tuesday.
Day before Halloween.
Dude, Halloween.
What path is it going to choose? Choose wisely.
Just keep on going, bud. Ain't no party over here.
Yeah, we don't even know what day it is.
Oh, and I told you, I didn't tell you the craziest part. I read it on the internet. I don't know how true it is. But supposedly some private astronomers, saw it blinking the Fibonacci sequence at it. So if that turns out to be accurate and true, then there's no question that it's not. Rocks don't blink Fibonacci sequence.
Come on.
So what do you think? That plays to that sequence though, and that's Tool, so it's perfect.
Holy smokes!
It's
a simulation. But dude, I think we should just end it right there because this has been going on for a minute. Sergio, dude, bro.
Thank you.
Hey, did it record?
Let's see.
Come on.
Open the door, please. Done deal. Write it up. Done deal. Write it up.